Hey guys, and welcome to my new series. So in this series I'm going to play Counter-Strike Global Offensive matchmaking. I'm going to try and get from whatever rank I start out as up until Global Elite. A little bit about myself: I played Counter-Strike from 1999 up until around 2010 competitively. I used to play at quite a high level in the UK. I won the top UK leagues such as CSGN Premiership and SGL Invite. I've also competed in many lands such as a CPL, a few ESWC qualifiers, and I won a Code 5 UK qualifier. As far as Counter-Strike Global Offensive, I never really made the switch. I've never bothered to play it much. When it first came out, I popped up quite a few games playing with friends and so forth, but the game is completely different now to what it was back then. It's a lot better now. I've really enjoyed ESL 1 this past weekend. I've made quite a few videos on that, and I think it's great how big Counter-Strike is. It's something that's always been needed in CS. I remember back in around 2003 when I'd say 1.6 was at its peak, you'd have around maybe 100,000 on HLTV, and that just seemed crazy back then. And now you're looking at close to 1 million on Twitch and GoTV combined. It's just absolutely insane. So I definitely want to get more involved in the game. This is the first video I'm going to make of myself actually playing. So the idea behind this series is for me to start off basically as learning CSGO. Obviously what I'm used to is 1.6. That's where I played for over a decade. That's what I know. That's the engine that I know. So going into CSGO, it's going to be quite different because I never even played CS Source. I never really made the switch to that game either, so it's learning a whole new engine, a whole new dynamic to the game. Things that worked in 1.6 definitely don't work in CSGO. For example, the prevalent way of playing 1.6 was to play pretty defensive. I think in CSGO, from what I've seen, playing aggressive pays off a lot more, so that's something I need to adjust in my mindset. So it's going to be interesting to see how I adapt the game, I think. If you are interested in seeing how I used to play 1.6 and seeing a few frags from back in the day, I have 4 Counter-Strike movies which I'll put in the description, which are on a different channel. My old team called Engine on Mute also used to have a series of videos we used to do. So whenever we played in a competition, so whether it was ESL, CSGN Prem or SGL Invite, we used to make a GoTV of that and upload it to this channel. Well, back then actually I was just making the video because I don't think YouTube even existed at this point, so we used to just make the video and release it on our website, and people used to download it. So we have a few of those uploaded now on YouTube, so I'll put that in the description as well. If you are going to watch those videos, my recommendation would be to watch my 3rd CS movie or my 2nd CS movie, and from the EOM TV videos, watch EOM versus Artist SGL. That was actually made by my teammate Jack. He was called Callisto in game, or Jack Frags on YouTube. He's actually got quite a big channel with over 1 million subscribers, so that's a bit of interesting trivia, and that video is actually really well made. Okay, so I think that's about it for the introductions. What I'm going to focus on this series is how to improve as a player. I think obviously my experience from playing Counter-Strike at a high level for many years will come into effect, but just because I played at a high level 4 years ago or even longer than that now doesn't mean that I can walk into Counter-Strike Global Offensive and be instantly Global Elite. I will say that I did play a few matchmaking games maybe about 2 years ago, and I did manage to get to Global Elite by solo queuing, but I do think the game has moved on a lot since then, so I don't expect to be able to do the same thing again. I'm also not too sure what rank I'll start out as. I haven't played in a long time, so I'm pretty sure there'll be MMR decay and all that good stuff, so I expect to start off as a pretty low rank, which is fine, and just have to work my way up. My main goal for this series though is to just improve as an individual player. I'm not just going to play a game, lose, play another game, lose, play another game, win, and take nothing from it and just keep on playing it. After every single win or every single loss, I'm going to actually study of what I did well or what I did wrong and try and work out ways of getting around that. It's something that I put many hours into when I was first getting into CS, so you're going back about 10 plus years ago until I last did this, but it actually will improve you very quickly if you do it correctly. So what I think is the best solution is to find out why you're losing or why you're dying. If you're going into 1v1 50-50 fights and you're losing every single one and you're just not getting your frags, the chances are you just need to work on your aim and understanding the gun recoils and the mechanics. The only way to really do that, in my opinion, is to work on it and just play lots of deathmatch, play lots of games and put tons of hours into the game. That's the best way you're going to improve your aim. If it's something like you're playing and every single time you're getting shot in the back or you're getting outmaneuvered and you're just seeing you're just dying before you even see them. The chances are you're just not understanding the map very well, or you are just getting outplayed. So I think a good way around that would be to actually download a pro person's demo and study that and see what they do in the same situation. Try and find a few good positions for every single map you play, and really try and understand what's going wrong. So the game playing in the background is my first game in matchmaking. I'm unranked at this stage, and I'm not too sure how good the players I'm playing against are at this stage. What I will say though is this map is a pretty prime example as to why I hate matchmaking. So around 3 or 4 rounds into it, I went short and got a couple of orb kills, and straight away they started typing hacks, hacks, hacks. And then one of their players did actually leave the game for about 4 rounds in a row. So we were just playing 5v4, and it was pretty much a waste of time. One thing I can take out of this game though is that I was pretty much hitting most of my AWP shots. I used to play as the main AWP in 1.6 for my team, so it's a gun that I'm most comfortable with. I really enjoy playing with it, and I was hoping that I can get my CSGO AWP back into the same level as my 1.6 AWP, and it's obviously not there yet, but I'm making a good start, so hopefully I'll be able to keep on improving. We're getting to the end of the game now. We do end up winning 16-2, so it's very one-sided and not really worth the while in terms of learning anything, but it's a decent start for the series. I'll put the scoreboard up at the end. The rank I do get is Master Guardian Elite, which is the lowest rank I've ever been, so hopefully I'll be able to rank up pretty quickly. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. If you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear any suggestions of whether you enjoyed it, whether you any ideas you have I can improve the actual video itself. Hopefully you do enjoy it, and if you subscribe, I'm going to be doing about an episode a day, so you'll be able to see exactly how I improve, and I'll go through what steps I take to improve as well. So thanks a lot, guys.